Hi guys, welcome back to episode 14 of Pablo Talk. So much has happened. Shadow is right beneath my feet, but I am so excited to talk to you guys and really debrief over everything that's happened at Coachella. I know Coachella happened. I actually can't believe I've been waiting the whole year for this and it finally got here. But as you guys know, I've been doing this podcast for a while and it feels really good to debrief with you guys and have a place where I can just like say everything verbally and really think how I'm thinking because weeks like this move by really fast, especially life in LA sometimes, and it kind of freaks me out. So, thank you guys so much for watching. 14 episodes is crazy, and I feel like I'm actually trying to take back all the feedback you guys are saying, especially when you guys tell me I talk fast. I know, let's all take a deep breath together so we can really set the feng shui of the podcast. Okay, we're good. But yeah, guys, I do have a little bit of ADHD. The other day, somebody was like, "Were you actually diagnosed with ADHD?" And like, I was when I was like 9. And they're like, "Well, that's disrespectful to the community." I'm like, "Okay, I get it. Realistically, like, I get it." But like, I feel like getting diagnosed for things sometimes is like a little bit of a privilege because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we don't got the extra resources to like be getting diagnosed. Like, I know I have some tendencies and like that's enough for me. And one of those is talking really fast because I'm always thinking in my head and also talking over people. Thank you guys so much for all the love on the Evan episode. But I do know, guys, that when I have guests, sometimes I talk over or I talk not for my guests, but like about my guests in a way that could come off like that. But all honesty, you guys, ADHD number one, but two, I just have the fear of a podcast falling like dead or flat, like especially with the guest. So I kind of overcompensate a little bit with like talking so that like it keeps going back and forth. But like sometimes I could take a deep breath back and just really listen as well. So I appreciate all the feedback, but I think it was really funny and I'm excited to get more guests on the podcast, you guys. But yeah, Coachella 2026 has happened. I can't believe it. Today's actually Tuesday, so I know, guys, the podcast is a little bit late, but I was so tired from Coachella this year. Really, really got me tired, which is interesting because I feel like I had such a different experience this year. Like this year was supposed to be like more bougie and easy, which it definitely was. I'm super grateful for it, but my body hurts like way more. Maybe it was because I was like going back and forth between my friends and GA car camping and then also in the festival and then also safari camping. Like Coachella grounds is so fucking big. And thank God we had golf carts, which I'll get into, but it was a lot of walking and it's been a lot more walking these past years. And I'm going back next weekend or next weekend as in tomorrow. I'm going high. Yes. I'm going to weekend two as well. And it's going to be a lot of walking. I don't care. I'm really excited. I love Coachella. I love the artists. I love meeting new people. But let's talk about last Coachella before we get into new Coachella because, oh my God, you guys, I learned so much about myself. You guys are going to gag. I have never been put into such a situation where I felt like a celebrity. Like, I don't mean to be pick me or anything, but guys, we were given artist passes. I don't think you understand what that means. Like, okay, so this all goes back a couple months ago. I would say maybe like a month or two ago. Tyler, my friend, he is so good at pitching himself to brands. And before he became a creator, you guys know Tyler. He's my friend. He's like the king of Coachella. He vlogs it all and he does really well at Coachella because people love his content. So do I. Basically, we met, and throughout the existence of the past year, we've been to so many different festivals because we both blew up at Coachella last year. And then we became this duo. We went to Lollapalooza, Outside Lands, Lightning in a Bottle. We went to so many different places. But this year we were really adamant on the fact that we wanted to go with a brand because we felt like we could do good enough videos for them. Like it wasn't this entitlement. Like I feel like I have had a couple Coachellas where my vlogs have went viral, but that wasn't really where my head was at. I just want to be put in situations where I can work hard for a brand and show them what I can do, and that's what I wanted, and so did Tyler. So he's really good at pitching himself to brands because before this he was an assistant, like I said. So he's always been like working behind the scenes, and I'm not that kind of guy. Like I've always been very consistent and passionate about my content, but I haven't always been the one to like reach out to people, and I understand like how that could be lacking and why that could be lacking because we've gotten so many amazing opportunities on our duo qualities, which is like one of us posting consistently, posting out there, him as well, but like we talked about like in different ways, and then him really being like the back end analytical, like knowing what to write, like knowing how to get things done. And we literally got a brand deal to go with You to the People, and we had no idea what the situation was going to look like because at first, they offered Tyler a ticket. Like on his live stream one day, they were like, "Hey, Tyler, want to come to the desert with us?" And he was gagged, and I was so happy for him. Then, like a week later, Tyler told me that they were trying to surprise us, and they had asked him if he would be down to surprise me with a ticket so that we could go together. It could be this big thing, and yada yada. And that was the plan. But then that got confusing because Tyler was asking if we could get VIP camping because he wanted to do GA. He really wanted to do GA. Like, we didn't care. We love car camping. But he was like, "Oh, Pablo, maybe since we're going with a brand, like, they'll send us VIP, which is La Campana, which is what I did last year. And, we can each have a vibe in there? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, like, if they're down, they're down. He asked that, they said yes. So we were like, oh my God, like, that's so awesome. And that was another example of Tyler working that one step more to get us something bigger. Like, like sometimes I don't realize that closed mouths don't get fed. And he really was doing that by pitching us. And then he asked for this higher accommodation. They said yes. And then they were like, oh, like, did you guys each need your own? Like, these are kind of more expensive, and like, it would be kind of more in the budget if we could do guys together. And then Tyler and I were like, yeah, we could do it together. But then Tyler was like, but I also think if we pitch it in a way that's like, it'd be really good to have two separate tents so that there's two different perspectives and two different storylines. Like, that could also be good. And like, I don't want to sound greedy. I don't want to sound like doing too much, but I do think that that could be a valid no. And I was like, okay, like, Tyler's been right before. Like, go ahead, King. Like, if you think it, like, ask it. He asked it. They said yes. Amazing. We were like, oh my God, let's do it. I think Tyler confirmed it on a Friday night and they were out of office or whatever. So they didn't answer until like Tuesday or Wednesday the next week. And by that point, VIP camping was sold out. So we were like, oh my God, it's sold out. Frick, like maybe we should have answered earlier. Like maybe we should have just taken the 110. Like maybe we should have just taken GA. Like now it's all sold out. Like what the fuck are we gonna do? We go on the website, it's all sold out. The only thing that's available is safari camping, which we're like, okay, there's no way we're gonna get safari because that ranges from like I think $15,000 to $30,000. Like it's insane. So we're like, yeah, I don't think there's any way, but we were just gonna see what they said. They respond to us on a Wednesday and they're like, hey guys, unfortunately, like everything's sold out. We still want to try to make this happen. Try. And we're gonna see what we can do. So we were like, oh gosh, like we don't know yet. And I think at this point, guys, Coachella was probably like in a week and a half. So we were trying, to figure something out. And if we didn't go with anybody, we were gonna need to get our tickets, which were again completely okay to do. But we wanted to challenge ourselves a little and see if a brand that we love, especially which one of them is You to the People. We both have our own relationships with them, guys. Like I modeled in a campaign for them 3 years ago. It was crazy, like, and Tyler had his own experience as well, but we just wanted to do that. So we were kind of a little frantic figuring things out. We were like waiting for an answer or whatever. And then they were like, can you guys get on a call? So we each got on our call with our managers and we were like, what's going on? And that is when they're like, okay, we can't get you guys VIP. We're sorry. And we're like, okay, maybe they'll get us GA again. They're like, but we can get you safari camping. And I was like, wait, what? Because guys, that's something I never thought I would do in my life. That is something I've always seen as this high-end luxury bougie thing that costs so much money that I see all the celebrities do. Safari camping, guys, you get golf carts everywhere. You can go to any stage on a golf cart. You don't have to walk anywhere. You get massages whenever you want, which I didn't try, which I'm kind of upset about. And I really wish I did, but I was just so busy. You get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, super good buffet. You get amenities, you get a concierge. You can buy a pool for your front yard, which I did. I spent $125 on an inflatable pool. I don't know why. I was just in this Coachella mindset where I was like, I want to get good content. I want to be out here enjoying my best time. If I'm sipping on a White Claw in this pool, that sounds like a vibe to me. And we were also right next to like the main stages because we were so close on our little tent ground in like yurts and houses that they had for all the rich people, dead ass. You could like hear the soundtrack. So it was such a vibe, guys. Oh my God. So basically that whole story went down. Once we got offered those tickets, we were like, amazing. They offered us Safari and VIP tickets. I was so gagged. I've never been VIP. I've been, I think, 8 times to Coachella. Every time I've been GA, which I love having fun with everybody. I think it's way more fun, and I'll get into that. But this time I was offered VIP. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going VIP with a brand. I'm going Safari. This is crazy. I announced it. Actually, one little step back. I'll touch on this very quickly. Tyler actually announced it first, and I was going to announce it the next day. And he put it in a position where he's like, guys, we're going to Coachella with this brand. We are so excited to go to Coachella with this brand. Like, this brand. This is how I met this brand. This brand's doing this. So for me, everyone go support this brand, right? Brand, Coachella, together, mixed. He posted it. The feedback was amazing. Thousands of people loving it. So fun. We were so excited. I was going to post my announcement video the next day. Allegedly conspiracy, Tyler gets an email from somebody on the high-end board of a Coachella establishment basically telling him to take down the video or else he was going to delete his account, which gets there because at that point, we're just really excited to go with the brand. But the reasoning was basically something called like ambush marketing, which is essentially like a brand who isn't sponsored by an event bringing creators or choosing a cheaper alternative route to getting their brand out there. And in this case, they were not official sponsors of Coachella, as YouTube and Neutrogena and Method and other brands were Heineken. And it just wouldn't work. Legally, it would not work. So we were very scared and gagged because we're like, oh my God, we worked so hard to get this deal. We did so much to get this deal. We were so excited about this deal. And we post it and announce it. And we get this email from a higher up basically saying to us like, do this or you're gonna get your account deleted. And I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna let Tyler say more of the story because he was the one who got the initial email that he read. But it was basically like a very light potential hypothetical alleged threat of like, you guys cannot do this, we will not tolerate this. And it really scared us because in the beginning it was also like, oh, like, we've seen the growth, we love the growth, we know that you love Coachella, da da da, but we do absolutely do not tolerate is ambush marketing. And it was like, and I had to like read it and look into it, and we both did, and we're like, wow, we both learned that like that's true, like you can't have that happen. And I don't think it was a direct thing that the brand thought of either, and we had to work around that, and we had to completely figure everything out around that because it didn't work the same way. So instead of on-site deliverables, because they also said we could not film anything on the grounds that had a direct correlation to that brand, that we were promoting the brand and using the word Coachella, yada yada. They even told us that we couldn't say the words Pablo Cella, Ty Cella, like nothing Cella. It was a whole gag. So we were like scared. We're like, oh my God, we love Coachella. Tyler's like, I do so much for Coachella. I post so much for Coachella. And now we're getting like threatened. Like, oh my God, this is so scary. He contacted his manager, lawyers. They basically said, yeah, we got to take it down. We reworked it with the brand, and we got different deliverables so we could post deliverables before and after and not on site. So that's what ended up happening. And everything worked out amazing. And we're so grateful to the people for helping us figure that out, because honestly, they could have pulled that at any moment. 1 second, I need water. Because basically everything was confirmed like a couple days before Coachella. That's why we could never really talk about it or be like super excited about it. And then when we got the green light by the lawyers to post it and all the contracts were signed and everything, then it was like, you guys actually can't do that. So then we had to figure everything else out, and they had to do the contracts, and we didn't get everything. Like, I think literally Tyler signed his thing like the day before. Like, it was so last minute. We didn't even know. But then we could announce it. We did it. It was so much fun. And that's when I could finally get excited, because I felt like I couldn't really get excited for Coachella because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't get a specific ticket, or even when I did, then we got that problem. So I was like, oh my God, are they going to pull out? Because realistically, like, what brand would want to work with us if we can't directly promote them? But they're so amazing. They did. So that's when I finally got excited. I started pulling together my outfits last minute. You guys were helping me. I kind of got insecure because a lot of you guys were like, oh my God, Pablo, your outfits suck. But I learned this week that I trust myself, because my outfits were tea and everybody loved them. Like, literally, there was not one hate comment. Like, I tore it, and like I knew I was going to, and I did get stressed out a little bit in my head of like, oh my God, like my outfits suck. But there's bigger problems in the world. We all know that. And my outfits were tea. And I think even like the day of leaving Coachella, the belt that I bought from Amazon snapped when I was putting it on. I know, Tortita vibes. And I had to go to Santa Alley last minute and get a new one. And it was like a sweaty vibe. I had to cancel therapy that day. Like, it was a whole thing. I still have therapy tomorrow, so I have to catch up on all this. But yeah, so it was a very chaotic upbringing to Coachella. But when we got there, it got there, guys, because I posted my announcement video. Everybody started commenting, being like, wait, you can't go into Safari with VIP. Like, if you get Safari camping, that is the highest ultimate amenity that comes with artist guest passes, which means you can watch all the performers in the front, not have to wait any lines, like the most high end of luxury that you can get, which we had VIP, which is like the medium tier. But I was like, wait, there's no way. I told Tyler, he's like, I don't know, Pablo, that's what I was thinking as well. Like, they said VIP, but people have been saying you need an artist to be there. So I don't know. Like, I don't want to ask because I don't want to do too much. So we both didn't ask. We were both excited and grateful for what we got. When we got there, we went to an Airbnb the night before. We got there a little bit early, me and Tyler together, because we wanted to wake up in the morning for the right amount of time to meet with the brand that we needed to meet with, because they had to pick up our tickets before we could get them. It was a whole thing. So we meet up with the Latino boys, which is Tyler's friends. And they're my friends as well, but they're Tyler's really close friends that he met at Coachella last year when he was car camping. We meet up at their Airbnb, right? And it's a nice ass Airbnb, because bitch, one of them got money. I don't know how, but they just got money, and they always hook it up. Like, last year at Coachella, I remember they were giving us so much like things and opportunities. It was like so tea. Like, they had like food and they had like drinks and everything. So we went to the Airbnb. We stayed there just for the night. We woke up in the morning. We filmed a deliverable that we had to film for the brand, and then we were on our way to meet the brand. Keep in mind, we also had to pick up wristbands for Neon Carnival, which is like this really big influencer event that a lot of people go to. I was gagged. I've never been invited to that, and I was finally invited to it. We were invited to so many different events this year, guys, which is like so freaking crazy to say, but like, it's true. Like, it just really got there because I don't know. I feel like all the work we put into social media kind of like finally start to like catch up, and it all really caught up for this year at Coachella. But anyways, we met with the brand before we entered through Safari Camping, which It's beautiful. There's a lake, there's palm trees, there's like celebrities in there. There's a bunch of blacked out cars and Lamborghinis and Porsches. It's crazy, you guys. So we had to go there to meet with the brand to get our tickets and everything because they had to get them for us. So at first, like nobody was letting us in because they're like, who are these two young guys that are coming in like a normal kind of looking car, not giving any bougie appearance, trying to get into Safari. They're like, who are you here with? We're like, oh, we're actually here with a brand. And like, I don't think they've ever really heard that before. Like, I don't think brands are typically sending creators to Coachella, like to camp, but like, that's what we wanted to do. And I can't believe they believed in us to do that. But we were like, yeah, we're here with them. And they're like, okay, like, you can go to the front and like try to find them, but like, you won't be able to get into the actual entrance until you find them. We finally found them. We go to the front and they're like, hey guys, like here are your passes, put them on and we'll like get you guys in. And we're like, okay, wait, we look down and he's like, here's your artist passes. And we're like, artist passes? He's like, yeah. We're like, wait, we thought we had VIP. And he's like, no, we surprised you guys. You guys got artists. We're like, are you serious, guys? We got artist guest passes. There's artist guest passes and then there's artists. Artist guest passes means you can go into all the extremely intimate areas, artist backstage. You can go to the front of the crowd and watch everything super close up. But there's like a higher tier. I think there's actually artist guest, which is what we had, and then there's artist normally, and that means you can really be in the trailers. Like you could literally walk in. I don't know how that's possible. Like you could literally just be in the trailers with the celebrities, like literally right then and there. Like it's like actually crazy. Like if you have money, like you can literally just walk around in the trailers and see any celebrities you want. Like Coachella is such like a hierarchy, like it's crazy. But I had the one before that, so I could go everywhere. Like that was cool except for there. So like you couldn't like go to Karol G's like trailer right before and be like, hey girl, good luck. But like people could do that, which was crazy. Anyways, oh my god, my thing fell. Oh my gosh, not it falling right in between my legs. It's just so disrespectful. Am I talking at a good pace, guys? I definitely am talking a little bit fast, but I think I'm just getting excited talking about Coachella because like it all did happen so fast. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so we were really excited to get that. We check in everything. We go to our tents. We both have really nice tents, guys, with AC and like I had one with two beds. Like you guys can see it on my TikTok, but it was definitely higher than what I've ever had. Usually I'm sleeping in Oscar's car and we're having the best time ever, but now I'm in like I think it's actually the size of this room, like literally a tenth the size of this room with two beds, a fridge, AC, carpet, mirror, everything already set up. I didn't have to set up a thing. You also had amenities. You could get a golf cart to pick you up from your tent and bring you anywhere you want. Like it was crazy, you guys. But it was actually funny because I kept taking the golf cart to GA car camping and they're like, you're literally in Safari. Like, why do you keep going back there? Like the concierge was like, and I was like, all my friends are there. And you know, Tyler was sick for one day. So so I was going to car camping pretty frequently. And it was a vibe and I can't wait to do it this weekend. Well, yes, but I cannot get over how Safari was, guys. It was so beautiful, so calm in there. Was a lot of older rich people that were like chilling in pools and reading and doing yoga outside of their thing. Like there was nobody really like young and lit. I'm not gonna lie, like I was kind of slobbering through there, kind of drunk. Yeah, I kind of was. The buffet was a really nice amenity. You could go in whenever, and they just like, had a whole lineup with like a nice little lounge AC. You could get massages. I wish I did that. Just a lot of cool people in there as well. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, GA is definitely more fun. Like that's where like more the action is. And I did miss my friends, but I was also like not really feeling FOMO because I had the craziest experience. And yeah, I feel like one of the biggest things that I kind of got as a perk was backstage. Like I could go back in the areas that were artists and not the actual trailers, but like the backstage artist areas. And guys, I saw Emma Chamberlain, I saw Maddie Ziegler, I saw Ice Spice. Guys, I asked Ice Spice for a picture and she said no. And I completely understand it because like girl go off, but like it was just so awkward. Like there was a lot of celebrities. I didn't gag over many, but I knew Ice Spice was T. And there was one point when I was literally walking and she was right next to me, like 2 feet away. And there was a security guard like on the other side, but she was just walking right next to me. And I was like, oh my God, hey Ice, like you look so amazing. She's like, thank you. I was like, oh, would you mind if we got a quick picture? And she's like, sorry, no pictures. And she kind of just walked away. I was like, oh, that's okay. And I was like, oh my God, like that was kind of a gag. Like, ooh, like Ice Spice said no to me, but like I get it. And I told Sty, I was like, bitch, now she said no. And he's like, but she's so miserable after that one video. I'm like, wait, what video? I don't know what's going on. But I was like, oop, it really got there. And then, or like, I think there's like a meme about her being like unhappy or something like that. I don't know. But I was just like taking it. I was like, girl, I get it. Like you're just trying to get somewhere else. But I thought that was kind of a gag. Like it was kind of funny that that did happen. Who else did I see back there? Oh, Dylan Minette, like the guy from 13 Reasons Why. Like he was just T right now. I think he was like right next to me getting a drink at the bar. And I was like, oh, that's him. That's cool. I didn't say anything. Who else did I see back? I saw Camila Cabello, which was so cool. She was literally right next to me. at Karol G's performance, which I was so gagged about. Who else was back there? Oh, I saw Alabama Barker, Landon Barker. I saw Jaden Smith. I saw Jaden Smith multiple times throughout the weekend. I saw Neon, the streamer. Tana Mojo, guys. I'll get a little bit into that later when I get into day one, but yeah, it really got there. Okay, so yeah, I went to Safari Artist. Okay, so the first night was day zero. Me and Tyler got a little bit drunk, and we were like, okay, let's go to the Sunset on the Hill, which is basically a really big event that happens at Coachella with the GA car camping where everybody meets at this one hill and congregates there, drinks, listens to music, watches the sunset, hugs each other, embraces each other, that kind of thing. So I've never made it to that. I've always got to Coachella a little bit late, so I've never made it to the first Sunset on the Hill day. And I've always wanted to. And something that you guys might know or may not know, because I was talking about it a lot on live, I had gotten a brand deal like literally a day before Coachella for Hinge, a really good brand deal for like $10,000. And it required me to be in LA the first night, day zero of Coachella. And I had to be in LA for dinner and film it. And I really wanted to do it, but I also didn't want to overbook myself because I already had such an amazing experience for Coachella that I was going with a brand, and I didn't want to seem ungrateful and like show up late. And they said I could do it. Like the brand lady was like, "Yeah, do it," you know. And Tyler was also like, "Yeah, you can do it as well." But I've missed it. I've missed Sunset on the Hill. I feel like it's such a nice celebration. And day zero of Coachella is really fun. And I knew more opportunities would come up. And I felt like if I paid an ode to all the work that I put in and also all the work that my friend put in and get us this opportunity, like more would come from that. So I took that kind of route. And Sunset on the Hill was that night. And we had so much fun, you guys. I met with Oscar. I met with my friends. I met a lot of you guys, which was so freaking amazing. I saw my ex. I ran into my ex. I didn't even know my ex was going to be there, guys. And I know, stop talking about your ex. I literally was just having so much fun at Sunset on the Hill, walking around. I bump into him and I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, hi. I hug him. I think I kiss him because I was drunk, and then he walks away. And I was like, okay, see you later. And I was having so much fun. The Latino boys, they were there as well. They were camping like not far from the hill. So they brought this big speaker, and this is when Sunset on the Hill Gate happened. If you guys know, you know. Basically, I was with my friends dancing, and I had a speaker on my shoulder, and we were all just dancing, and he played Baby by Bieber, and everybody around us was dancing, and it was just like a fun time. Like, it was a good time. I wasn't recording, none of my friends were recording, but somebody on the other side of the hill was recording us, and I didn't know that. And they were just recording like people having good vibes, but they posted a TikTok of it, and me and Tyler were like in the front, and they said Biebercella, and it went extremely viral. Got like 100,000 likes, millions of views, and a lot of the comments, top comments, were like hate comments about me, being like, "Oh my God, Pablo thinks he's such the center of attention. Oh my God, Pablo's main character syndrome. God forbid." I literally can't say anything than other than like God forbid. Like, I moved to LA for a reason, not to be a bad person, not to be a dick, but yeah, to put myself in the center of a room that I want to be in so I can continue to grow myself and grow wealth for my family. I've talked about this many times. I'm not clout chasing, I'm not overly attempting in my head or intentionally doing things. Am in the right room in the right time. I work hard. I know that. And I radiate this energy sometimes where I just want to have a lot of fun, and I want my friends to have a lot of fun. And sometimes I am the life of the party. God forbid. Like, I don't know. So in the video, you see me like with the speaker having fun, and everybody was just saying that. And it did kind of hurt for a second. But then I was also like, wait, that's tea. Like, I got recorded, like, and I didn't even know. And it went viral, and people knew. Like, I feel like that's like a level of like growing, like somebody posting a video of you. Like, I think that's a gag, low key. Like, I don't know. Um, Am I wrong for thinking that? No, I don't know. Like, that's kind of where I had to put my mind. I was like, I can't listen to these comments. Like, I have to reframe my thoughts and be like, okay, well, at least this video went viral, and like I came to Coachella to like have a good time, but also go viral, and I'm here with the brand, so like more views is better, right? I don't know, but I posted a video about it the next day, explaining myself and my thoughts, and basically being like, I just kind of feel like sometimes people think I'm such a bad person. Like, there's so many narratives around me. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. I'm not gonna act dumb. You know, I've been in a lot of situations, and I just want to say, guys, like, I've never intentionally put myself in a situation to hurt myself or hurt anybody. Like, I genuinely do care a lot about people's emotions and feelings, and mine as well. And I'm very sensitive. And I just want to make people feel happy. And I love doing Coachella because you guys are so intrigued, and I feel like I have a community, and it makes me genuinely so fulfilled. So if I'm ever coming off as main character or annoying or anything like that, I'm sorry. Like, I get it. Like, I know that that is how I am sometimes. Like, I talk loud, I'm over expressive. I just want you guys to be entertained. And I know that, and I'm learning to, like, just be naturally myself more. Like, it's a little bit more exhausting to have energy all the time, and sometimes it's okay. Like right now, like, I'm a little bit guarded. It's like 10 p.m. I'm just chilling with you guys. It's not about overly being entertaining. It's just about me talking, and I don't know. So I kind of had to frame my thoughts for the rest of Coachella in that way, and I did. I'm really proud of myself for doing that, and I got so many nice comments from you guys. So thank you so so much. But it was definitely like a really viral Coachella, guys. Like a lot of my videos were over half a million, 1 million, 2 million views, and that is really crazy, and I'm so grateful for that. But it was really crazy. Like I was like, whoa, like it's happening. Like so cool. I was meeting so many supporters everywhere. I felt famous, chat. Like I felt kind of famous. Like I had this really luxury experience, meeting so many supporters, going viral on the internet, seeing celebrities in the back. It was a gag. It was literally a gag. Like, and I'm just here in my apartment, so grateful for what I have. But it was really cool to experience that. It was really cool because I feel like being put in those situations like can inspire a creator, and I'm just so grateful to you, to the people, for believing in us and giving us that moment to elevate our inspirations. I don't know. But yeah, that night we just got really drunk after that. We just ran around the campsite. We went to Silent Disco. We went to Oscar's tent. We went to Latino Boy's tent. We were drinking. We were gardening. Tara and Jordy, my friends, Tara's World. You guys know her, City Boy Jordy. Um, they met with us. They came to camping grounds. We just had so much fun till like 4 in the morning. Like it was a gag. Like I think Sty and Evan were also there. Yeah, they were. We were just all having fun. It was like all my friends together, kikiing. I had a lot of fun, and I'm very grateful that even though me and Tyler were separated in Safari, we had that first night to really all be together. It was because these are all my friends. These are all my really close friends. Like I feel like I was kind of like I don't know, like in that situation, like I was friends with everyone, and it felt really good to have all my friends that I'm friends with in one room. Like Oscar and Drew were there as well. Like it was really tea. So yeah, that happened. But we ended up going back to our tent late that night. I think I met with my ex a little bit again after that. Like in between going to the camping site again from like the Latina boys to Oscar, I think. But we only met for like 10 minutes. I got a pizza and then we kind of left, and I continued my night. We went to bed that morning, or that night. We woke up in the morning, and this was officially day one of Coachella, which was day one of a pretty overstimulating day. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. It kind of got there. Also, sorry, so random. I see that I talked about literally everything here, but the only thing I didn't talk about was how I nared my stomach at the Airbnb. I talk about it all the time. I wanted to nair my stomach. I have a lot of hair sometimes that you guys make fun of me about, like my happy trail. I decided to nair my stomach at the Airbnb. So this whole time at Coachella, I have not had any hair on my stomach. So that sets the perfect tone for. I was feeling very vulnerable this Coachella, very very vulnerable. That's the word of the podcast, vulnerable. But the first day of Coachella was the 818 event. And that was a very cool event, guys. That's Kendall Jenner's tequila brand event, which is really hard to get into. Like all my friends that were also creators were asking how to get in. And realistically, the reason why I got in was because You to the People was a sponsor for them. So they had a activation there. So they were able to invite us as their creators. So that was an ultimate gag because maybe I never thought I was going to get invited to that. Especially because y'all remember when I Instacarted to Kylie Jenner a little bit ago. Like I know like it's so old, but it was a thing. And like I sometimes feel awkward. Like I know a lot of her friends. I've communicated with a lot of her friends, but I still feel really bad and awkward about it. Like I mean, I didn't really do anything necessarily wrong other than, yeah, no, I was definitely young and dumb. Like, definitely, like, shouldn't have maybe recorded that or whatever. But, like, I think there's a different narrative where people thought I lied about something that didn't happen when it did happen. So, like, that's where my head is at with that. And I was just really grateful to be there. You know, I was doing some work with You to the People. I was getting a lot of brand recognition, working with brands. You know, I was at Rode. They were giving us shots and like Rode peptides and stuff. And like the people that worked at Rode knew us from our TikToks. I'm like, whoa, not Rode recognizing Pablo. Like that is crazy. Zach Bia was in the corner. A lot of celebrities were there. It was a gag. Open bar, so cool. But this was the day that Tyler started feeling sick because apparently the night before he had pizza somewhere at Coachella and got really sick from it, got food poisoning or started feeling a little bit queasy from it. So he wasn't able to drink that much, but we were still trying to have fun, and I was like trying to have fun or whatever. We didn't know if he was fully sick or not, but we just took advantage of 818. But it was a little bit overwhelming because we knew we wanted to be on the festival grounds the first day, but we also knew we wanted to be at this party, but we knew that the Uber was expensive to get there, and we knew that it'd take a while to be in the Uber, and it was just a lot, and like going in and out of Coachella is a lot. So to get to the Ubers where we needed to get picked up took like 40 minutes on a golf cart, thankfully, gratefully. But bitch, if we were walking, it would have taken forever. Finally got to a cart where it took forever to get picked up. Then we went to this event, and then after we had to like walk like an hour back into Coachella because they could only drop you off at one entrance, and it was just like so overstimulating that day. I'm not gonna lie, but something that did happen at 818 is I saw Kylie Jenner, which was a gag. I was literally just standing in line, like trying to get like sprinters. I think it was like drinks. And then she randomly popped in with her friends. It was like her, Victoria, and Carter B, who I know Carter B and he's really nice. So I was like, hey guys, but not to Kylie. I didn't like see her. She didn't see me, or I don't know if she did or not. Maybe she did. I don't know. I was literally right in the front because I was like there already. And then she was taking some pictures. She turned around. She's like, bye guys. And you can kind of see in my video, she like looked at my camera and stuff. And I was like, I don't know, you guys, my delusional ass being like, we're friends again. I love her. I live for her. I live for her privacy. I will not be recording, doing an Instagram to her house. Will never again. No. But I'm happy for her. And it was really cool seeing her and just being in the same room as somebody who is so successful. I'm not going to lie. Like, she was literally right in front of me. If you see my TikTok, I was like, guys, I had beef with her a couple minutes or a couple years ago. Now she's right in front of me, like gag. And I don't know. It was just silly. 818 was definitely so much fun. And it definitely put us in the influencer mindset because, you know, we were in Safari. It wasn't like there was many influencers there. Like, it was kind of just us creating and like other older people. But we were like, oh shit, this feels very influencery Coachella, which I was like kind of there for. You know, I feel like it's nice to be in the same room as some people. And also when we got there, we went right in line because we had our passes that we had gotten from You to the People. But guys, there was like hella creators like waiting in line, like trying to get in, trying to buy tickets for people to get in. I was like, oh wow, like Tyler, we're really blessed this year. Like, we're really up because bitches were like waiting in line, like the biggest creators you would think were literally like waiting in line, trying to get in. I was like, oh my god. So that was definitely a gag. Yeah, we took an Uber back. The stress started happening because Tyler, that same day, day one, he had to do another brand activation. Guys, we were like loaded up, like no shade, we were loaded up. He had to do another brand activation for Alaska Airlines, and it was on site, so he had to be back at Coachella before 5:30 p.m. to get this done and film at like their activation. So we tried to leave the event by like 4 p.m. We got caught up with the Kylie thing, left at like 4:30. By the time the Coachella Ubers were getting there, it was so packed, so much traffic. We had to get out of the car, try to run literally for an hour, like walking, running, so chaotic, meeting so many of you guys, which is so much fun. But we were like sweating, trying to run back so Tyler wouldn't miss this brand deal. We get there at literally like 5:20. We walk into like the main entrance of Coachella like 5:20. And mind you, I was like so confused because I did not have my outfit on for Coachella for that day. I had just like a daytime outfit. I had a bag full of goodies from 818. I was sweating I did not go into Coachella feeling confident at all. Like, usually I go into Coachella like ready, you know? That's the only time I go to Coachella. I've never been in and out of Coachella where I feel like it's like my house. Like, I was walking in the artist area with like my PR bag and like my daytime outfit. Like, meanwhile, I'm seeing like Ice Spice walking right next to me and I'm like, whoa. And then I'm like taking a golf cart back to my tent, getting changed real quick, coming back, seeing Emma Chamberlain walking right by me in my new outfit. Then I'm feeling a little bit sick, so I go back to my house, get a sandwich, and come back. You know, like, it felt a lot more homey on Coachella grounds. Like, usually with car camping, you stay there drinking, and then you get ready, then you go in the festival, and you're in there for the whole day. But since we were so close and accessible with these carts, it was so different. But except for that time where we had to walk all that way, that, you know, that was a little bit much. And then Tyler's like, Public, I'm so sorry, like, I'm running late, like, I gotta go. And I was like, wait, like, my phone has 5%, like, what do I do? And he's like, I don't know, do you want to come with me? And I didn't want to go with him because I didn't want to continue to walk in Coachella like looking how I did, even though honestly looking back, it was probably one of my favorite outfits. It was like the jean shorts and the jean cropped jacket. um so I was like, yeah, no, like, I'm gonna just get on a golf cart. Like, and he's like, okay, like, I'll see you later. Like, I'm sorry. I was like, okay. I run into Jordy and Tara. I'm like, hi guys. They wanted to keep hanging out, but I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm overstimulated. Like, I gotta go. They're like, no, don't leave. I was like, I gotta go get ready. So this was like sunset time. And this is when I started feeling like the first ounce of like loneliness, like not in a bad way, but loneliness in a way that I felt very like grown and mature. Like, wow, like, I'm at Coachella by myself right now and I'm able to exist here. Like, imagine how I was 5 years ago when I first came here by myself. I was so scared, so nervous. I remember the second year I went with Tara and she was a big influencer. She like showed me her ways and I was like, oh my God, I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she meets fans. Like, that's so cool. Like, I want to do that one day. And then I'm here like on a golf cart, an artist with celebrities getting recognized by people. Like, it was so crazy. But yeah, so I was like, Tara, Jordan, I love you guys so much. Like, I'm gonna be back. They're like, okay. So I get on a golf cart. I'm driving through backstage area in my outfit, my PR, feeling so melancholic but nostalgic and grateful. And I'm seeing the sunset. I'm hearing artists perform. I'm literally seeing all these stages, just going through everything, getting dropped off at my safari tent. And I'm like, wow, this is really crazy. Wow. So I get back to my tent, was feeling a little bit down, went on live with you guys, talked with you guys. We had like we had like 1.9 thousand people on the lives at Coachella, which was crazy. Like, y'all really tapped in. Like, usually I get like 200, 300 people in my lives. 1.9K, I felt fucking famous in this, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So thank you guys for making me feel less alone. And Tyler was still getting his activation done and editing it. So I got changed. Actually, no, I actually stayed in the outfit and I was like, you know what, guys? I don't want to put on one of my good outfits because I don't want it to waste. It's already pretty sunsetty at day zero or day one of Coachella. So I'll just keep this outfit on. Got drunk on the live, and then golf carted back to the festival. That's when I met with Sty and Evan and Oscar and Drew, and I was so happy to meet with them. And I was like, oh my God, guys, Katseye is coming up. But then, guys, it was so hard with everybody. They kept running away. They were drunkies. I was like, you know what, y'all, like, love you so much, but I got an artist pass. I got to take advantage of this. Like, I don't know the next time I'll have one. I got to go. They're like, okay, that's fine. So I run to artist. This is when not chaotic, but this was a crazy story. Whew, let me take a sip, guys, because this is when it gets there. I run to artist, get a good seat, get a good standing moment. I'm meeting a lot of supporters that are like on the other side of the fence. I'm living for them. I'm getting videos for them for Katseye because I'm up close. I just love meeting guys. It was so much fun. While I'm in this crowd, Noah Mills is on my left. There's this older guy on my right. There's a couple of big diehard Katseye fans, and we're all just vibing. And I love Katseye, so I know all the lyrics. I'm looking for other people that know the lyrics, and we're just getting into it. That is when there's this older guy on my right, and him and I are just dancing, singing, vibing. He has a bandana on. He seems very into Katseye. I'm like, this guy's a vibe. But he was probably like 50 years old. But I'm like, he's a vibe. So Katseye performs Pinky Up. I'm screaming. I'm gagging. I'm vlogging. I'm drinking. I think I had a bottle of tequila. Like having so much fun. The most fun you could ever imagine. This guy next to me, Gnarly, comes up. He's dancing. We're like, hottie, like a bag of talkie. Like, you know, he's rubbing shoulders with me. Like, I think, allegedly conspiracy, there was a time where, like, there was a hand on my waist. But, like, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but I don't know. So, we're just having fun, whatever. I'm getting all this constant taking pictures with people. And that's when I'm like, oh, my God, like, let's get a picture. And he's like, yeah, like, let's do it. I take a picture with this guy. I take a picture with this guy. Or he takes off something. And we kiki for a second more, and then I start leaving because Sabrina Carpenter was on in 15 minutes. So I knew I had to run out of Katseye, and Gnarly was one of the last songs. So I'm like, all right, bye, nice to meet you, blah, blah. I leave. I was like, oh my God, like there goes my old trade of the night, whatever. Run to Sabrina. Tyler started getting sick this night. He threw up. He left Sabrina early. I couldn't find him. So I was in Sabrina alone, met a lot of amazing friends, had a great time. I'm looking at these pictures later from the pictures I took that night, and I see the picture with this man on my right. The man was Diplo. It was Diplo. I was gagging, dancing, kikiing with Diplo for the night of Katseye, and he could have been my trade of the night, my Coachella boo, but that didn't happen. But I'm gagged. No, guys, like I actually have the selfie. Like I have the selfie. Maybe I'll show it to you guys one day. Maybe I'll put it in the comments. Can you put comments? Maybe I'll add it. I don't know. But I have a selfie of me and Diplo, his arm around me, and we're just posing. And yeah, so that was a gag. Of course, that would only happen in the artist section. Literally only happen in the artist section. Anyways, so yeah, Sabrina happened. Super fun, super nice. I think that night I continued to go backstage. That's when I saw Tana Mojo. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love Tana. You guys know that. And she's always a gag to see. And I'm always so excited to see her. And I always tell her that, like, I'm a big fan of her. Like, I've met her so many times. I'm friends with her friends. I know her, allegedly conspiracy. But every time I see her, I still act like a big fan. And I think I kind of embarrassed myself this time at Coachella because I was drunk. I was on a high. I was just dancing with Diplo. And then I just sang My Heart Out to My Man on Willpower by Sabrina Carpenter. And then I'm seeing all these celebrities backstage. And now I see Tana Mojo. I'm like, are you serious? So I'm like, hi, Tana. Oh, my God, good to see you. She's like, hi. Oh, my gosh, you look amazing. I'm like, so do you. Look so good. Where is Blank? Blank is her assistant. I'm friends with her assistant. She's like, oh, she's right behind you. I turned behind me because the assistant, who's my friend, was texting me for the whole night, being like, where are you? Let's meet up. So I'm like, oh, my God, hi. I hug her. I'm like, hey, girl, what's up? And then I'm like talking with the both of them kikiing. And then that's when I look at Tana and I'm like, oh my God, where are you guys going next? And she's like, oh, I think we're going to Sway Lee. I was like, oh my God, can I come with you guys? Like, I'm still looking for my friends. Why did I say that? I still don't know why I said that. I was busy. I had plans. I wasn't even going to go with them that night. I was just trying to fill in the blanks and act like we were besties, even though we were cordial. We're not besties. And I don't know. I was like, oh, like, do you guys want to go together? I was like, oh my God. And she's like, like, we can meet there. Like, we're about to go there. Like, how about we meet there? And I was like, I was so embarrassed, but I know why she would say that. Like, that makes sense. But I was like, oh my God, like, so gagged. I literally was like, yeah, like, that makes sense. Like, sure, cool. Like, awesome. Bye, guys. Bye. They walk away. I was like, oh my gatitos. I posted a story time about it. It went like viral, like 50,000 likes. Me being like, oh my God, like, I'm an artist right now. I just asked Hannah Mojo to continue to hang out. She said, like, I'll meet you there. Like, I'm a gag, or I'm gagged, but I still love her. She's still T. I don't know why I asked that. And I realistically didn't even want to hang out. I just wanted to say like what's up. But yeah, that happened. Anyways, I think I golf carted back to GA camping and I had a fun night again with my friends. And then I left them for a little and then I met up with my Coachella boo. If you know, you know. We gardened a little bit and then we went back to his tent and we fucked. Yeah. Well, allegedly conspiracy. Not fucked. I shouldn't say fucked. Hooked up. We hooked up. And it was there. It got there. I'm being careful with my words for alleged conspiratorial reasons. But yeah, we hooked up in his tent while everybody was like gone at silent disco. And it was fun. It was really good. I'm not gonna lie. It was really fun. I was a little worried about the situation because I think I showed back up looking a little bit crazy, but it was fine and it was fun and I don't regret it. Yes. And it was late, but it wasn't too late, so I was able to go back to my friends and everything and they all were like, "Oh wow, you look different." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. Can y'all please stop?" Anyways, so hung out with my friends the rest of that night. Let's see what else. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're back on to the next day. I think I ended up going back home that night by myself, and then I went to the buffet, and then I slept, and yeah, and Tyler was sleeping that night, so because he was sick that day. Oh, that's when he started getting sick was that night, so he was already asleep. So I was like, frick, like, ugh, whatever. But the next day we wake up in the morning, Tyler's not feeling well. He's not in his tent. I'm like, "Where are you, Tyler?" He's like, "I'm in the food lounge getting an IV because I feel so sick right now. I don't know what it is. I thought it was a hangover, but it has to be food poisoning or something because I don't feel good." So I was like, "Oh my God, I'll meet you there." I met him there. I got some food. He was getting his IV and his IV was taking a couple hours. And that day was a really busy brand day for the both of us. We were supposed to go to an Absolute Vodka party in the morning and then to a fire or a fry event in the afternoon for me. So Absolute Vodka was his event, Fry event was my event, and we were both getting paid to show up and do content for these events. So they were important, and we got each other as plus one, so we could like keep each other accountable for it. But when Tyler was getting his IV, he's like, "Pablo, like, I don't think I'll be able to make it. Like, I'm already gonna miss my like Absolute Vodka thing, I think. So like, just go to your event. Like, I'll be here. Like, I'm gonna try to feel better." Because we had a YouTube event later in the afternoon. Like, there was a Nobu dinner that they were giving us. A Nobu's a very expensive, luxurious restaurant that I never thought I would have, and they were inviting us to a dinner on site at a really nice at the Red Bull Mirage, which is like a really nice exclusive bar, and we were gonna go to that. We were so excited, especially because we're going to Coachella. I'm going tomorrow. We both are with YouTube, so we were like, we need to make sure that this happens. Like, we need to go to this event. So I started getting ready for my event. I had to get out of Coachella. I found a shortcut to getting to a cheaper. No, I found a shortcut to getting to an easier route of getting out of Coachella. Got out, went to my event solo, which again I felt a little bit solo vibes, but I was happy to be there. I got content for the brand. They were taking pictures and videos of me. There was a lot of other big creators there. I saw like Nick and Olandria from Love Island, and there was just a lot of cool stuff going on. I got a lot of free PR. I got shoes, I got boots, I got colognes, I got hair product. That's how brand events are, guys, at Coachella. Basically, it's typically like a big circle or a big festival with somebody performing, whether it's a DJ or a really big celebrity. The higher up is typically bigger. And then a bunch of brands that work with that higher up brand to promote their products. So you get a bunch of free PR. So that's how it when it was, and that is also how the Fry event was. So I ended up rushing back so I can be there in time to get changed because I was in my daytime outfit and I told myself I was not going to let happen what happened the other day where I didn't put on my actual outfit because I wanted to put on my actual outfit. Wait, guys, this is day 2, right? Yeah, we're still on day 2. So I rushed back to my tent, put on my actual outfit, getting ready. Tyler is telling me that he doesn't feel good to go to the event. He's going to sleep. So again, I just go to YouTube without him. I'm like, "Oh my God, this can't be happening." But I felt so bad for him, but I knew he needed the rest. So I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." So I went to the YouTube event. It was really nice. We got some food. We got some sushi, which was low key a little sus eating sushi in the desert. But I was really grateful to be there. And the CEO was there. A lot of bigger creators was there. Like Brent Rivera was there. And like Benz of the Week. I think I just met them, so I don't really know them. But I met them. And a lot of higher ups at YouTube were there. And they were all telling me really nice things about me and Tyler and saying how everybody at the brand is talking about us and how we're such good creators on TikTok. for Coachella, and they would love for us to post more on YouTube, and that we need to be more active on YouTube. And I felt like I really put a good front for me and Tyler. I showed up for us, and I put such a good word in for him, and they were so expressive about how they felt so bad, and they knew he was sick, and they knew he would love to be there. And I was really grateful to be there, but I did have to leave right when it ended because Addison Rae was performing, and I did go to Addison by myself again, but it was an artist, and I met friends. And again, guys, I learned a big thing at Coachella about being alone. Coachella, yes, it's about being with friends. Yes, it's about the music. Yes, it's about all the amazing experiences. But what Coachella really is what it means to you and how you interpret it. I could be upset that I was alone at Coachella, that yes, all my best friends were there, but we were all in such different places at different times. It took a lot more effort for me to get to them. And, Tyler did get sick for some time, so I had to go to these events alone, and I felt insecure because there were bigger creators than me. But at the same time, what Coachella meant to me this year was, yes, all the amazing music and friendships, but it was learning that confidence in myself and gaining a new sense of respect in the content that I do. It works, it's valuable, brands see it and brands like it, and I've heard it and I've seen it, and I'm going to continue to work hard for myself, my family, and my generational wealth. I refuse to listen to the hate and let it get to me. I've heard from so many brands, as in You to the People and YouTube and Coachella themselves. And, when we did take the route of Tyler originally taking that video down, when they said don't do that, they were really respectful of us, and especially Tyler. And I think it really worked out in our favor, and everything was just so good. And yeah, I learned a lot being alone, and that I can have fun by myself. Like when I think back to being at Karol G and Justin Bieber and Sabrina Carpenter all by myself, and Katseye, I'm proud of myself. Not a lot of people can do that, and I did that, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I got a lot of good content. And yeah, and I looked T too. So yeah, I went to Addison Rae. So good. Addison did amazing. And I think Addison always inspires me to just keep pushing and push outside the norms because, yeah, maybe she's not the biggest or the best. Yeah, I think she's pretty good, but she will get there, and she's working so hard. And I hope that she gets her flowers. And she even ended her performance with, like, to all my haters, suck my dick. I was gagged. I was like, tell them, Addison, you tore, you gagged. Oh, guys, my stomach's itching a little bit from the Nair. I didn't think it was gonna grow back how it is. Like it's growing back like as if I was shaved it. Anyways, Addison was good. Yeah, what else? Justin Bieber, amazing. I know in the beginning it was a little bit boring because it was just songs that were new on his album. But guys, that's what Coachella is. Like literally Karol G, I've always loved her. But now after her performance, I have such a new respect for her where I can't stop listening to her. And I've been listening to her all day. So Coachella is about, yes, good throwback music and nostalgia, but it's also about artists performing their music to promote it and get more listens and streams. And it makes more sense for him to do a newer album than music that he sold a catalog to and he makes no money from. But I appreciate that he did do that, and that was cool, and it was really nice to get a throwback. But I'm not gonna lie, I Justin Bieber was extremely talented, but it definitely wasn't the most entertaining performance in my opinion, I would say. But I'm really proud of him for going up and doing it. Like he deserves all the respect in the world. And yeah, so what else did we have for this day? I think we got through day 2. And then day 3, you guys. Day 3 was a day of frolicking around the desert. And also, if I'm missing anything, you guys can see my TikTok. Everything is there, and I will get more into other things maybe on other podcasts, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Day 3 was a really big, fun, frolicking day. Tyler started feeling better. It was really exciting. We got breakfast, we showered, we're like, let's do this, like, let's get today done. Like, we're so excited. It was Karol G day. I felt bad because Tyler didn't have many people he wanted to see on the list, but at least we could go in the desert and have fun. So we got ready early, we did a live, we got our energies up. We met the Latino boys, hung out with them, so fun, went on live, just got, again, energies up. And then Tyler's like, let's go in the festival. I'm not gonna lie, I did get a little bit drunkies. I'm excited to get drunk this weekend. I know that sounds bad, but I didn't get drunk a lot this weekend because I was very like in work mode. Like I just wanted to get all the content out and I wanted to work with these brands and get a lot of shit done. But this weekend I'm getting fucked up. Like I don't care. And I'm gonna be with Oscar and I think Drew maybe and Tyler. Like we're all gonna be near each other. So it's gonna be so much fun. And we're all getting our own tent spaces. Like I literally met somebody earlier and got a camping pass for $250. Because I'm going with YouTube. They got us a VIP band, but we didn't get accommodations, which is completely okay. So I got that, and I'm going to tomorrow buy a bunch of stuff to go camping. It's going to be crazy. Anyways, but yeah, we frolicked around the desert. We went to an event at Absolute Vodka. Though he missed the first one, but we went to the second one. A lot of fun. We danced there. We got drinks. We went to the Spiral. We took pictures. We went on the Ferris wheel. Me, Tyler, and this other boy, part of Latina boys, called Oscar. He's like newer, like he just met them, I think, or just came to Coachella for the first time. So he's newer. I just met him, but we had a lot of fun. We did the Ferris wheel. We did like a lot of wholesome things. Like we got food, and just experienced the desert for what it was. I took pictures for the first time because I wasn't able to get any pictures, you guys. But the last day I did. The last day I did. But sorry, I was just so like occupied with getting the I was just so occupied with getting content, honestly. But whatever, who cares? What else? What else? What else? Guys, so many people were asking me for pictures. I really felt famous. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was gagged. It was a lot. Like, there was times when I was on golf carts and people were like, "Pablo, wait," and would run on a golf cart and ask for a picture. Like, it's online. You can see it. Like, I was gagged. And I just met so many people. And sometimes people are like, "Oh my God, Pablo, you don't remember me? Like, I let you hit my poppers last year. Like, we met here." And I'm like, no shade. Like, if you let me hit your poppers, like, that's why I don't remember. Like, I was like, I love you, but that's why I don't remember. Like, no, I get it. I get it. Like, so I was making a lot of meaningful conversations this time with a lot of supporters, which I think I definitely will remember more. Um, but yeah, and then this day, Tyler, he started feeling a little bit sick. He's like, I'm gonna go back and rest a little bit. I was like, okay. I met with Evan Stye, Oscar Drew. We went to the campsite. We got really drunk, which was fun. We just hung out. I got to see them for a little bit, which was a vibe. Um, and then that's when we went back into the festival. We watched Major Lazer, which was so fun. I haven't watched Major Lazer, and I watched it with them, and it was like so 2016 core. And we watched Young Thug. Camila Cabello came out with Young Thug, which was so freaking fun. Just a lot of different fun experiences that we got to do together. And I had a lot of fun with them, and I'm really happy that I was able to experience at least a portion of it with them and get to watch some sets with them. So much fun. This weekend I'll be with them the whole time, but it was really nice not being alone during a set. But guys, this last day, a lot of cool things happened. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of cool things happened. Things that I'm gagged about, things that you might not believe me about, but things that happened. And I was gagged. So basically after that, I was like, all right, guys, like I'm gonna go to Karol G, like I'm gonna go in the front, like love y'all so much, like see y'all later. Oh wait, also, actually, I won't mention that again. Yeah, no, I won't mention that again. But well, okay, basically, like there was somebody that scouted my friend, somebody in my friend group for like a really big group, and they were like, "Oh, like we're the creators of this group, and we're searching for a new person, and you have the perfect look. Can we get pictures of you and all your information?" And they did that, and then the next day we saw the group confirm that it was them scouting for this new boy group, and we're like, "Oh my God, is my friend gonna be in a boy group?" Like that was a gag. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I just remembered that because that is something I completely forgot about. But so I went to Karol G. I Tyler ended up coming back to the campgrounds to just explore and film and stuff. So I met him back in there. He was laying on his like stomach a little bit. He's like, I'm still feeling a little bit sick, but it's so fun back here. Like I just saw Lizzo, I saw Jaden Smith, like I saw I think he said Kylie or somebody like really big or Haley Bieber or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, no way, no way. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I went back there with him. We chilled there for a little bit. We were just kind of like scoping the area, saw a lot of cool people. And then I was like, are you gonna watch Karol G? And he's like, no, Paul, like I don't think I can. Like, go, look, here's my portable charger, like have fun. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. Like, I get it. So he went back. I watched Karol G, guys. I had the most phenomenal time. I was right in the front of the artists 'cause I got there a little bit early. So who was there? Camila Cabello was right next to me. Sophia from Katseye. Guram. I think he's a DJ or a fashion guy. Guram. Isn't he a really big fashion guy? And then a lot of like influencers and stuff. And I also saw like one of my friends that's like a sugar baby in there, and I was like, "Oh, bitch, you really pay to be up in here." Like, I get it. Okay, what's up, King? But it was like a gag being there. But I had so much fun at Karol G. She did so amazing representing the Colombian community. She brought out so many cool people. She brought out Becky G as well, and I'm just so happy to have been there and gotten the film. Like, it was so much fun, and I love her. And it was definitely my favorite headline of the weekend for sure. I love Sabrina Carpenter. Don't get me wrong, but I've watched her like I think 5 or 6 times already, and Karol G just really did it for me. And si no te hubiera conocido, it gets there. Anyways, what else? What else? What else? Okay, yeah. So after Karol G is when the gag happened, you guys. But also it was funny because during Karol G, I was trying to live stream on TikTok and I had service, but then right when she came out, like the stream ended and it was like no service. I was like, that was definitely Coachella being like not on my grounds, bitch, because they weren't letting people stream. Like I saw they weren't letting creators stream at Coachella this year, so yeah, they definitely shut it down because of that. But tell me why, guys. There was no service, right? No service at there was no service at. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm like I blanked out because I think I missed another story. Um, so I think I forgot to say that also the night after Justin Bieber, I went back and after being with my friends all night, I did see my ex. Oh, I did see my Coachella boo again. Yeah, I did see him again, and I slept at his tent, and then I had to wake up in the morning, like sneak out and like have none of his neighbors see me. So like that'll bring us back to like where we're at now. Okay, so I'm leaving Galo G's set, and I didn't have any service the whole time, and I start getting texts from him and he's like, hi, like I was just watching FKA Twigs, she did so good, I was thinking about you the whole time. And I was like, whoa, I was about to text him. I was like, that's very nice. I'm about to text him. And then as I'm texting, I looked right to my left, and directly next to me is FKA Twigs. 1000% swear on my cat's life. FKA Twigs standing right next to me, walking out of Karol G set, because we were walking out of the set. Right next to me, walking out. I'm like, oh my God, right when my Coachella boo's texting me, like, this is a sign. So I'm like, oh my God, and I'm seeing her, and we're naturally just walking by each other for a couple minutes. I'm like, okay, like, I feel like maybe I could, like, say hi and ask her for a picture. Like, I don't know. Like, I know I asked Ice Spice for a picture, and she said no, but, like, and I know I embarrassed myself to Tana, and she was like, okay. But, like, maybe I can ask FKA Twigs for a picture and, like, show it to my ex and, like, get the, like, you know, the +1 points. You know, I don't know. So I turn to my left, and I'm like, hi, like, congratulations on your set. Like, my friend was just texting me about how amazing you did. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, I literally just ran here for my set. She was just performing like 30 minutes ago. She's like, oh, I ran here before my set, like, to watch Kato. Like, you know, like, thank you so much. Like, I appreciate that. I was like, yeah. Like, do you mind if we get a quick selfie? Like, I would love to show him that I just met you. And she's like, oh, honestly, like, I would, but, like, I'm really tired. So, like, no, but, like, I'd much rather just talk to you and, like, get to know you, like, on the way back to the golf carts. And I was like, yes, like I didn't say it like that, but I was like, oh my God, yeah, like hi, like I'm like, oh my God, yeah, like my name's Pablo, like it's so nice to meet you. She's like, yeah, like did you watch anyone today? I was like, yeah, I watched Gato and I watched Major Lazer and Young Thug and you know, and she's like, oh my God, like yeah, like it's been a long day, like you know, I was practicing a lot, da 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 da, and I was like, oh my God, no, I completely understand that. And then like a second later, guys, these three followers come up to me and they're like, Pablo, oh my God, can I get a picture? Can I get a in front of FKA Twigs? Like they didn't even ask her for a picture or they didn't even recognize her. But to me, guys, they're like, oh my God, Pablo, like, can I get a picture with you? Can I? And she saw that. And like, I don't know how that made her feel or how that didn't make her feel or how that made me feel. I thought it was kind of cool for a second. I'm like, oh my God, like she sees that. But I was also like, oh, like me, like she said no to me for a picture and then I say yes to everyone for a picture. So like, oh my God, Shadow sitting right next to me is so cute. I was like, maybe that's like kind of, I don't know. Like I love saying yes to everybody, but I will never understand what it's like to be so incredibly famous and working so hard. So I completely understand her saying no, but it was just a really weird emotion. And then she saw it. And then she's like, oh my God, bye, so nice to see you. Because I kind of got caught up behind. Because these people were like, Pablo, can we get Flash? Can we get a picture with Flash? Which I'm always like, yes. But yeah, the conversation with FK Twigs did get cut a little bit short. But it didn't end there because she was like next to me again for like the whole time. And I was like, you know what? Like we're peers. Like it's fine. Like maybe it's better we didn't get a picture. We're peers is crazy. Pablo, we're not peers, baby. We're not. No, baby. Yeah, no. I was like, she owns a house. You rent from Peer Space. Y'all aren't peers. No. So I just, let it go. I was really happy about that. I texted him. I was like, oh my God, this happened. There's no way. He's like, that's so cool. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So then that's when I see Sophia from Katseye walking right by me. And I'm like, oh my God, I love Katseye. Y'all know I love Katseye. So, oh my God, my hair looks a little crazy. So I'm kind of standing, or no, I think I'm sitting. I'm sitting on the ground because this is the artist area, so everyone's just existing with their friends. And I'm sitting a little bit away from Sophia, and I'm just on my phone editing a video. And then I notice that a girl that's with Sophia is a girl that I'm friends with, a girl that I'm pretty close with, somebody that I've worked with before on campaigns, somebody that I really respect. She respects me. We slide up on each other's stories. She's with Sophia, just talking with her, yapping with her like it's nothing. And this like younger, like 7-year-old girl. And they look like they're besties. And then that's when it clicks to me, oh my God, this girl I think is family friends or cousins or best friends with Sophia. Like I remember seeing that they followed each other. And I was like, wait, but I never knew the relationship, but they were with each other. I'm like, oh my God, this might be my perfect way to get in with Katseye right now. Like, there is no way. So I walk up to this girl that I'm friends with, and I'm like, oh my God, hi. And she's like, Pablo, hi, oh my God. And she gives me a big hug, and I give her a hug. She's like, how are you? How are you? I'm like, I'm so good to see you. Like, are you still moving to New York? She's like, yeah, next week. I'm like, oh my God, that's so amazing. Like, so good to meet you. Oh my God, so good to see you again. She's like, yeah, like, you're killing it. I'm like, thank you. And then that's when I turn to Sophia. And Sophia's like, hi, I'm Sophia. And I'm like, hi, I'm Pablo. It's so nice to meet you. You killed it yesterday. Congratulations. She's like, thank you so much. And I was like, not gonna lie, like I can't stop going like pinky up. And then she did it with me and she was like, pinky up. And we like both did it together. And then she did that thing that she does where she goes like you know that signature like Sophia move that she did at the Grand or MTV Awards or VMAs where she was like she did that to me. She's like pinky yeah, and then she did it with me. I was like, girl, bye. She's like, ha ha. No, but it's so good to meet you. Like, did you just watch Gato? I was like, yeah, so good, so good. And I was like, all right, I'll let you guys be. Like, I was gonna ask for a picture, but I was like, no, Pablo, don't do it. You already got denied twice. This is your lesson. Stop asking people for pictures. It's okay to be gagged, and some people will say yes, but you don't always need a picture because what does a picture do? I can show you guys, but I can tell you guys too. Hopefully, you guys believe me. I don't know, but so I didn't ask, and I was like, you know what? It's fine. So I was like, I'm gagged. I'm gonna walk out of here. As I'm walking out, I meet this guy, a really stylish guy. And he's like, hi, Pablo, how are you? Oh my God, good to see you. And I'm like, hi. And he's like, I love your videos. I've been seeing you've been killing it. I was like, thank you so much. And he's like, oh, do you want to go into the trailer area? And I was like, oh, I can't. My pass doesn't allow it. And he's like, oh, no, come with me. You're good. I was like, wait, what? He's like, come. And then he drags me and I don't know this guy. I'm like, wait, what? And we walk and the security's like, hey. And then he's like, he's with me. And they're like, okay. Like, who is this man? I literally had no idea. He literally just got me right into the trailer area. Like, he obviously has to be a big deal. So I walk in, and then that's when I see FK Twigs sitting on a couch in there. I see Sophia again. She walked back in that area. I see Yoon Che. I see Camila Cabello. I see who else was in there? I saw Rosie's trailer, but I didn't see her, but I saw her in there. I saw there just a couple of people, like a lot of cool people, a really cool experience. Like basically all the trailers behind the main stage where all the celebrities chill and stay and kiki and hang out. Crazy. If I have gotten in like at a more packed time, like a Saturday night or Friday night, I feel like I would have saw like Justin Bieber and everyone. But since it was a Sunday night and I had already kind of like been talking to people, it was kind of later on, so not everybody was there. But I was so grateful to be in there. Yoonche walked by me. I was like, hey, Yoonche, congrats on yesterday. She's like, thank you so much. Yoonche, nice to meet you. I was like, Pablo, so sweet. She was with her friends. And then the guy who got me in there was like, Pablo, like, do you know who I am? I was like, no. And he's like, oh, I style Karol G. Like, I styled her leaf top today. And I was like, oh my God, no way. He's like, yeah. And I work with Blank. And Blank is one of Doja Cat's stylists, the one who kind of got me the opportunity to meet with Doja again and reconcile everything. So he's like, yeah, he always talks great about you. I was like, oh my God, I love that so much. And he's like, yeah, I love him. I was like, is he here? He's like, yeah, he also styles Karol G. And I was like, that's so crazy. So it was like a full circle moment. He's like, yeah, like, I'm sorry about how that all went out. But, you know, like, I know, like, everyone's all really happy with how it ended. And I know it made you more famous, but it also made you infamous. So I'm sorry about that. I was like, no, I mean, honestly, if it would happen to anyone, it'd be me. He's like, yeah, but like, we love you. And I was like, oh, thank you, thank you. And then I met another stylist and I met a couple because the people that were back there were mainly stylists because everybody's like packing up everything. So I met a lot of stylists and I was just gagged that I had seen Sophia and Yoonche. So I was like, you know what? My night is up. Like, I'm ready to go home. After like an hour of being back there, took a golf cart back home. It was very catty though because when I got there, it was like already late. So everybody had already gone back home on the golf carts. So I went to the golf cart station pickup and I was like, hi, like, can you guys bring me to Safari? And they're like, yeah, like, you're the only one here, to be honest. Like, so there's no wait. So yeah, we'll get someone to come for you because they have to call someone to come. And I was like, okay, perfect. 1 minute later, all the employees get on a cart and suddenly I'm alone backstage in the dark with one other girl that's back there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm waiting on this cart for like 5-10 minutes. Then a group of 5 people walk in, like these 3 girls and like these 2 catty gays. I don't know. They walk in and they're like, oh my God, where do we order a cart? Where do we order a cart? Da da da. And I'm like, oh, you have to call one in. They're like, okay, cool. So they call one in, like, hi, we have 5 people to call, whatever, whatever. They're like, okay, cool, we'll send someone for you. Maybe 30 seconds later, a cart comes. And I hear the girl say, cart for 2, because I called for 2. The girl, that random girl and me. So I'm like, yeah, I walk up to her. I'm like, hi, we get in the cart. Then all the group of 5 people Or like, hi, we're also here to get picked up. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Um, there's only room for 5 people in the car. Can't bring you guys. I'll get someone else to come out for you guys. And the girl was like, oh no, but we want to go now. And she's like, I'm so sorry, I can't. And I'm just like looking for it. I'm like, not my business. Then the girl looks at me. She goes, you know, you took my golf cart, right? So funny, you took my golf cart. And then the guy's like, you took our golf cart. Like, so catty. And I wasn't gonna respond because there wasn't like 1 ounce of negativity in my body throughout Coachella because I'm just so grateful to be there. But I like looked to my right and I'm like, I ordered a golf cart for. What did I say? I was like, I ordered a golf cart first, and I turn around and we just drive off. And they were like, ugh. And like the girl was, I felt so bad. I was like, I did not mean to like be gaggy, but they were like being gaggy with me. I was like, they're being catty as fuck. Like, how did I say it? I was like, oh, we ordered a golf cart first. That's what I said. And then we drove off. And they were like, oh, it's like, you won't rue this day. I was like, oh my God, like these people are catty. And I was like, now my Safari neighbors hate me, but it was the last day, so I didn't mind. Went back to my tent. On the way back, somebody like ran to the golf cart. I was like, Pablo, stop. Can I get a picture? The golf cart stopped. I took a picture. I felt hella famous. I was like, oh my God. Went back to Safari, went to the buffet, ate some more food, checked on Tyler. He was sleeping, got changed into comfy clothes, and then I went to the the golf cart place, went back to the campgrounds, met with Oscar and everybody, but everybody was like leaving. Oscar was getting ready to leave because he was leaving Sunday night instead of Monday. Stein and Evan were cold. They were getting ready to get their Uber back to their hotel. Everybody was like getting ready to leave. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to go home too. I had fun with everybody. We like hung out for like an hour. We got food, debriefed about the weekend. But I was like, it's time. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. The weekend really got me there. So I went home and slept and then woke up in the morning and we packed and got all of our stuff out of Safari, which was so sad. But Safari was so easy to get out of because there was no line, there was no traffic. All we had to do was put our stuff out. People would put it on a golf cart, bring it to our car, bring us to our car, and we would get right out. Like it was crazy. So easy. And I'm so, so, so grateful for this weekend, you guys. I cannot put that enough into words. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys. I would like to thank you guys. I am very thankful that you guys care enough to watch me. I kind of felt a little bit out of touch this weekend. I'm not gonna lie, because it was just like such a perfect like amenity experience. But this weekend I'm going car camping with my friends, and I can't wait to just have fun with them. Like I'm not a super bougie guy. Like I don't want people to be like, oh, that's like the rich guy that went to Coachella. Like no, like I'm just Pablo. Like I promise. But yeah, today I got a car camping pass. I'm ready for that. I am getting my stuff prepared. I'm gonna get a good sleep tonight so that I can be well rested, and I'm gonna camp on my own, guys. So I have a lot of stuff to buy. I have to buy a canopy. I have to buy a tent. I have to buy so many things. I'm really happy Tyler started feeling better because I know he was sick and he's really excited for this weekend. I know I was alone for a lot of it, but it taught me a lot. It just gave me a lot of confidence and showed me that I'm able to make friends. I'm able to experience concerts by myself. And even lingering around Coachella, which is literally like Influencer Olympics, I still felt cool. I still felt like Pablo, and I'm happy about that. I want to thank you to the people so much for sponsoring this trip and giving it to us. It was such a blessing. YouTube, I'm so excited to go with you guys next weekend, and I can't wait to grow my podcast on YouTube. Um, to all my friends, Tyler, thank you so much for enjoying this experience with me and doing it with me. Oscar and Drew, so happy y'all had a great time. Stein, Evan as well. Jordy and Tara, love you guys. All my friends that I kikied with and met there. I cannot wait to have another weekend, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I just basically went down a line of everything that happened. Everything was gaggy. And yeah, I learned that I don't need to take a picture with every creator, every celebrity I meet. I only asked 2 people, but still, 2 no's was enough for me to be like, you know what? We're in the same space. That's enough. One day we'll be friends. We need to ask each other, you know? And I feel like a part of elevating is that nonchalant, is that not caring, is that being there for yourself and not for other people. And I want to tap more into that. And I think some of you guys might be like, Pablo, duh, 2 + 2 = 4. But I think for somebody like me who's from Connecticut, who's not used to this shit, like being in these rooms does kind of gag me. Like I saw Emma Chamberlain. Like, are you serious? Like that is such a gag. I loved her so much. And I think also what we learned is that deals aren't everything. Sponsorships aren't everything. What really matters is what matters to you at the event. That sounded like when, Noah Centineo was like saying that thing that made no sense. No, but like at the award show, you know what I'm talking about? But what really matters at Coachella is literally just being at peace with yourself and doing what makes you happy. Going to concerts makes me happy. Being with my friends makes me happy. Sometimes getting drunk, going live, filming content, that is what makes me happy. But all these deals and everything that me and Tyler booked ourselves with was a little bit overstimulating. And, even Tyler getting sick, he's worked so hard for Coachella, got himself so many good opportunities and deals for the weekend. But ultimately, what really matters is his health. And for me, I did so much to get myself here too. And then I started getting some hate and I got in my head. But what really matters is my mental health. And this was a very vulnerable experience. But we were very grateful for the bougie experience. And yeah, but guys, that is today's podcast. No pop culture, no personal stuff, even though we tapped into literally hooking up with my ex in a tent. But I'm really happy with how this weekend went. I am a little tired. I'm going to go. But thank you guys so much for watching Pablo Talk episode 14. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. And I shall see you in the next episode. Mwah. Bye, guys.